Would you rather be the king's mistress or a peasant's wife?
King's mistress. Also king's mistress.
Yeah, king's mistress.
Same.
Peasant's wife.
King's mistress.
King's mistress.
You guys see that? Isn't that interesting? This is truly a cold, hard reality. It's that women will share you if your value is high enough. That's exactly what this clip proves. A lot of women will really only expect monogamy from a lower value man. Because in her lizard girl brain, it says, okay, well, he's not that high value, but at least I get him 100% to myself and I get 100% of his resources. That is a brutal truth.
Anybody heard about the new store in New York City? It's called the Husband Store. And you can go there and shop for a husband. There's 6 floors in this store. You can only visit each floor one time, though. And each floor you go up, the value increases. You may choose any item from any particular floor, but you can go up a floor, but you cannot go back down. So there was a woman who went to the husband store to find herself a husband. On the first floor, the sign on the door read, "These men have jobs." That sounded good. These men have jobs. Floor 2 says, "These men have jobs and love kids." Floor number 3 said, "These men have jobs, love kids, and are extremely good looking." Wow, she thought, this is sounding pretty good, but I'm compelled to go on to the next floor. Well, she does go to the 4th floor, and the sign reads, "These men have jobs, love kids, are drop dead, good looking, and they help with the housework." Oh, mercy me, she said, I can hardly stand it. Still, she said, I've got to go on. She went to the 5th floor. "These men have jobs, love kids, are drop dead, gorgeous, help with the housework, and have a very strong romantic streak." But she couldn't stand it. She decided she had to just find out what was on floor number 6. Floor number 6 said, "You are visitor 31,456. To this floor, there are no men on this floor. This floor exists solely as proof that women are impossible to please."
That's the grass is greener mentality. That's exactly what the woman from the first clip did. Exactly that. She's like, oh, I love my life. I love being a wife. I wanted children. We had 20 years and we were so happy together. But screw it. Let's go up another floor. Let's go up another floor in the husband store. And you're alone. Depression, anxiety, TikTok, and that's what you got. Yikes.
But what's frustrating to me is the fact that that's the one that you get a connection with. That's the one that you feel connected to, is the one that he's not ready. So honestly, nothing to do with me. That's fine. It's just that's the one that I had the connection with. And the one that I have zero connection with is fully in and wanting a relationship. And it's just like, why? Why is it the one that isn't ready, the one that you feel the most comfortable with, the one that like you have great conversation with and it's just easy and it flows and you have fun? Why is that the one? Does it say something about me and my emotional availability?
Yes.
Probably.
It's because women are generally attracted to guys that don't really care about them. So what she basically just said was a guy with game versus a guy without game. The guy without game doesn't know how to spike emotions. He's kind of boring. He's chasing her. He wants to settle down immediately. Doesn't spike emotions, nothing like that. The conversations don't flow. He's just kind of the boring, nice guy. But on the other side, you have the guy that's interesting. He has game. He spikes the emotions up and down. And that right there is exactly what the vibe is, okay? And she feels like she's basically in a flow state with you where it's just effortless. You don't feel like there's any tension. Everything is interesting. You're kind of chilled, relaxed, just having this fun vibe, right? That's the difference between the two. And the thing with these guys that understand how to create a vibe, they do this with tons of women, okay? So he has options. And among all the options that he has, why would he pick you? You need to separate yourself from the crowd, add some type of value that all of these other women are not, and that will increase your odds significantly. You're welcome. Go get married now.
When a girl puts a guy in the friend zone and then he ends up showing up with a girlfriend who's hotter than her brain cracks. I've never seen anything like it. Like, well, I've seen women get violent at these points because they were like, no, I'm sure you were a beta. I don't understand what's going on. Picking the wrong guy is bad, but also missing out on the good guy is also terrible.
Yeah.
And the way you do that, guys, is through pre-selection.
Yeah, it's because her hypergamy was challenged. That's what it was. It's the exact same thing when a woman breaks up with a man, and then after they break up, that man goes on to be very successful without her. It's because she missed her hypergamous opportunity. That's what it is.
And you know what? I don't like to date my type of guy anymore because I feel like it's really boring because he treats me so good. When you get treated good, it's kind of like boring, and don't hate me, but I do love toxic. I like somebody who, like, I don't mean mistreats me in a bad way, but you know what I mean by toxic? Yeah, that's my type.
Okay, you do you. Just don't be surprised when you end up old, miserable, and single. Just end up single for the rest of your life. Okay, you do you. That's your life.
How many of those nice guys that exist out there do you think would be willing to give women a chance simply because they're nice, even though they may not be attracted to them? Because these guys always want to complain that the women they're interested in aren't interested in them because they're just too nice, and those women, they want a hot guy who makes them tingle in special places or whatever the case may be. But how many of those guys complaining would be willing to give somebody that looks like me a chance simply because I'm nice, even though they may not be attracted to me? How many? I'm just curious, because attraction is very important in a relationship, and I mean, if you don't feel it, you don't feel it.
A few moments later.
I just wanted to take a moment to answer this question because I feel like there's probably other people out there who are wondering the same thing. So I will go ahead and say that no, I don't consider myself to be that way. Now, the reason for that is because from my understanding, for people associated with that word, it's involuntary. It's not of their choosing. But this is very much my choice. It's not like I get a lot of attention from men, but I do get hit on from time to time. And if I really wanted to, I could probably just go do it with one of them. I'm just not interested in doing that.
It says, would you consider yourself a femcel? Genuinely curious, not meant as an insult. Basically referring to her as someone that cannot get a man. And here's the thing with situations like this. There are some women out there that are towards the end of the totem pole in terms of attractiveness. And basically the only pool of available dateable men to them are the also very, very low quality men, okay? But of course, female nature deems these guys to be not worthy of relationships at all, not worthy of intimacy or anything like that. So the only available men that she is able to get with are completely undesirable. So that's when you have women like this. Basically, their hypergamy has locked them in a situation where they just do not want to date any man, or they can't date a man, where they do not want to date any men because the upper tier guys are just completely out of their reach, and that's when you get these so-called femcel type of women.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die, and all our dreams come true the instant that we have them. And Eve said, yeah, it's just not enough, is it?
No, that's not funny.
I was just waiting for more.
Oh my
God. That was kind of his point.
Oh my God, dude. Oh God. How?
That's kind of what he was saying.
Just instantly proves his point. Wow.
I love you. Oh my God. Is that your boyfriend? Is that your boyfriend? Not anymore. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Go sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Have a seat. What?
Oh my God.
Dude, we'll see stuff like this over and over again. How you see so many women just willingly wanting to leave their boyfriends for these seemingly higher status guys. They're on stage talking to potentially thousands of people. That's status, all right? That is status. And they are just so willing to just throw away their current man. Dude, this is so red pilling. This is so red pilling. They will trade 10 years of beta for 1 week of alpha. That's how it goes, bro. And the biggest caveat in this is, are they able to actually do that? Are they able to actually monkey branch to that guy? That's the biggest thing. Just because it is women's ideal to get with that higher status guy doesn't mean that they are able to get with that higher status guy, and especially not able to keep him around.
Want to marry up and across. Always, 100% of the time. If you can't improve her life and have evidence that her life is going to be better, you are just entertaining her while she's still scanning for the guy that's going to give her a better life. And it's got nothing to do with attraction. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. This is just hypergamy 101. Women almost always just date across and above, but never below. And man, I'm all about accepting reality for what it is, okay? There's no reason to sit back and be angry at any of this. It's all about just accepting the game and knowing the game that you are playing so you can move accordingly. That's what it is. Because just sitting in anger or the red pill rage, you know, I understand why guys go through it, but generally it's just a waste of time. All you need to do is just accept reality for what it is, so you can move accordingly, because that's really the only thing you can do.
When somebody tells you you're a gold digger because you don't want to split the bill, I just tell them, sweetie, if I was a gold digger, I would not be dating you. I would date somebody who has a boat or a plane. You can't even pay for my chicken. Are you serious?
Holy yikes. This is the sun in the holy yikes. Get them all the way out of here.